Dear Amy, my school year is almost done! I'm sorry, I'm really excited about this. I had exam week thingy last week, which are grades that will count for my graduation, which is at the end of next year. Oh, damn. But they went pretty well. I got an 7.2 for my Latin, which is, we work on a scale from 1 to 10, so that's about, well, 3/4 of the points. And 6.5 for econ, which is okay, but not that good, so I might redo that if I don't have any lower grades. This week we have a tournament at school, which is basically all the classes competing against each other, and you basically have a lot of subjects, and every class competes in every subject, obviously, but you compete against your own grade, and then you get points. Like, you can get 0 points if you lose entirely, I think. 2 points for 4th place, 4 for third place, 3 for 2 points. 12 for the winner, 10 for the second. Yeah, well, you get it. That thing. You'll figure it out. It's not that important. I have always been in classes that weren't really motivated to win or anything, but since this is the last year that we can actually compete, because the 6 years are already done by the time that this tournament comes around, so they don't compete. So this is our last year to compete in this tournament. So there might be more of a winning spirit, I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're doing next week, and because I only have one subject each day, I can basically sleep in all week, which is a nice way to start the vacation period. And tonight a friend's coming over and we're gonna watch Star Wars, because I have never seen Star Wars. sorry. I think it's quite interesting to hear me in roller coasters. I love them, but I'm also really scared all the time. What you mentioned, we have one called the full moon in the afterlife. I don't like those at all because they make me feel really floaty inside. Ugh. Sometimes I get really scared to go into an attraction the first time, and then I've done it and I'm like, that was awesome. Can we do it again? So that's my take on theme parks. And also, I met a hopeful, which I thought was pretty exciting. Well, we didn't actually meet-ish. Last Thursday, when I was finished with my exams, I went into town. So I walked to Waterstones and I heard people talking in front of me, and they mentioned a name that I thought I'd heard before in one of the hopeful groups. We have a Dutch hopeful group, and I thought that I'd heard the name there. So I was like, I might sort of have known them. And then they also walked into Waterstones and they were talking about Carrie's book. And then I was at a bookcase and I was looking at a book called Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. And one of these girls approached me and she was like, this is a really good book, you should read it. So I sort of half talked to her because she recommended this book to me. So I started reading it. I'm not that quick of a reader, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the rest of it. I've read 2 or 3 chapters and it's really cute and fuzzy and oh my god. I'm really happy to read this one, and I bought 2 other books as well. The first book I bought was Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill, and I haven't read this yet, so it's going to be a little bit tough for me to explain, but it's about a dystopic world where 16-year-old girls get picked in a ceremony. Like, instead of the whole thing that they have in Divergent and stuff like that, it's you don't pick, you get picked for a spot. Basically, you can become a wife, I think it is, or a concubine, or I think it was something like a slave. So basically there's a huge pressure to be perfect because you want to be the wife, because the concubine and the slavery position are just awful. And I haven't read it yet, but I read a review of it and it sounded so interesting, so I decided to buy it because I was giving myself a treat for finishing my exams. So after Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, I'm probably going to be reading this one, and I'm really excited for that. The third book I bought is a classic. It's Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And I already read Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and I read a lot of Jane Austen's novels, and I love reading classic books, so I really figured I would read this one as well, but that is probably going to be in the last place of these because I also have to read those 2. and I have a few more Jane Austens to go. I still have, wait, what is it? Still have to read Northanger Abbey and Mansfield Park and Persuasion. So I have quite a lot of books to go through, but that is something to look forward to over the holidays, I guess. And what kind of books do you read? I'm curious to know. See you next week, I guess. Bye!